homie just goes along with it. It is worth noting this is not the first time he has been caught up doing something like this. We have already received screenshots. We already received a statement from EDP. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the internet kind of was like, all right, that's a little weird, but we're just going to sweep it under the rug. Because his whole thing was like, look, man, I have a YouTube channel. I have X amount of subscribers, whatever. If you really think I'm going to throw my life away for some 13-year-old, his words, not mine, 13-year-old tramp, you're crazy. A whole year later, hey, do you want to meet up? Yeah, let's do it. Boom, boom, boom. Pulls up. It's not a girl there.
Two men.
It's the pedo poachers.
Not the pedo poachers.
And they caught him in 4K, and he just looks like, man, like, I'm caught, bro. Like,
it is one of the funniest top 3 funniest YouTube videos I've seen in my life. And it's an hour long. It's an hour-long video.
It's really fucked.
And it is flagrant as fuck.
It's really bad.
The only reason why I think it's funny is because he's getting off the streets and no minors were hurt in this instance.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I think it's funny. But Jesus Christ, they broke down every single text message he sent to this 13-year-old girl who they repeatedly asked him, you know she was 13, right? You know she was 13. Yeah. First of all, when they pull up, funniest shit ever. He's like, so EDP obviously knows that something is very, very wrong when they pull up to him. So he goes, fist bump. And then the guy who's like interviewing him or, catching him, he goes, I don't fist bump people like you. And EDP's just standing there, fist out, and goes, all right, okay. It's the funniest clip ever. And he stands there, fist out for a solid like 30 seconds. Yeah. Just standing there. All right, okay. He knows what time it is. Things begin to escalate after the texts are revealed. He sends multiple explicit pictures in there. Yeah. Asks for explicit pictures back. Sends pictures of shit.
His own dookie. In the toilet, like, look, I just took a big shit thinking about you.
Yeah. It's fucked up, but that's literally what he did.
It's only funny because there's not a
13-year-old, so that's why it's funny.
Involved in this. God forbid that these people were not out there catching this.
But like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Bro was
I mean, the sickest shit that I seen was he is making content.
Yeah.
And he's on the phone with this girl, and he's like, "Oh, I'm making a video right now, baby. I'll talk to you later. He's like, all right, love you too. And then he looks at the camera like, you know what's going on.
It's nasty.
It's fucking.
I mean, the shit is arguably like a little bit worse.
Absolutely.
Because it's literally feces, and you got to be a sick individual to. But no, man, some of these text messages, they would just be having like a normal conversation, and motherfucker would just be like, I'm jacking off right now, thinking to you, hope that's okay. Like he's a really sick person. And I mean, that's kind of, as much as we're laughing and it's funny because he's going to go fucking burn hopefully in hell.
Yeah,
but
sure.
He could tell that he was fucked up because towards the end of the video, they're talking about like, all right, brother, you know what time it is. Like, it's time to pack it up. They were talking like, okay, they were such assholes to him, which deservedly so. They're talking about what's stopping me from pressing this green button right there? They got 911 pulled up. They're like, what's stopping me from pressing?
Like, give me a reason.
He's like, he starts crying. He's like, wait. He's like, wait. I know I need help. He's like, I know I need help. Yada yada yada. And they're like, okay, if you know you need help, we'll give you the option. You call 911 right now and tell them what's going on. You tell them why you're at these apartments and who you're trying to meet up with. You tell them what all of these texts are about. And he's just. He calls.
Wait, this happened? I didn't watch the full video.
Yes, this happens. He calls, but it's not the police. He calls his best friend, talking about, I'm about to go to jail, this and that. You need to get this in order for me. You need to get that in order for me. And then he starts moving. Big boy starts waddling.
Big dude.
No, EDP is fat as shit. No.
He's built like the fridge and the freezer.
Literally. Nah, bro.
Double-sided John?
Yes, bro.
No, and that was crazy because they were talking about like, these are the decisions you're making with your 600-pound life. Like, they was cooking him for some. They're like, you waddle when you walk. Like, they was just roasting him all over the place. He waddled off to his car and pulled off the scene. He's still at large. No arrests have been made yet.
Still at large.
I'm always gonna have a fat joke in the
tuck.
I'm always gonna have a fat joke in the tuck. You feel me?
Large.
In the tuck. But anyway,
you had that one ready to go. He's still at large. What the fuck? How do you just have that one ready to go, dog?
Listen, man, this situation hit near and dear to my heart because I was really a fan for the longest time. Has some of the funniest YouTube videos I'd ever seen in my own life.
Reaction videos on the internet.
Bro, I literally made a fake YouTube account because I used, like, when I set up my Gmail account, I used my real, like, date of birth and shit. So I wasn't able to watch any of his stuff because it's age restricted. So I made another account that had, like, the proper age that I was 18 or whatever so I could watch his shit, man. I was really a fan.
Damn. That's so crazy, bro.
One of the most beautiful videos I ever watched was when he was at the Super Bowl and watched the Eagles win.
What the fuck just happened?
He starts crying. It is fucking joy. Because you've seen him. Because most of his videos, like 60% of them, are shitting on the Eagles.
Yeah.
And, like, the franchise and, like, the players and, you know, calling them out, this and that, dude. Just funny ass shit. So when they won, it was like a surreal moment. You feel me? Like, you felt like you were there with him. But turns out he's a piece of shit. So fuck him and rest in piss. EDP. And Lil Mosey. One for each of y'all.
That's crazy.
What the fuck is wrong with people, bro?
They just can't get pussy, so they take it by force.
But, like, Lil Mosey?
What about him? He never seemed like a type of individual I'd want to associate myself with. But that might be a personal beef because my girlfriend never said he was ugly. Like, when I asked her, I'm like, do you think he's ugly or not? Like, because I was, like, going through a list of rappers, and he was the only one that she didn't say that, like...
He wasn't doing the Smash or Pass rapper edition of the
You did what with who?
Oh, my God.
Fuck Lil Mosey. Fuck EDP.
Facts.
For real.
That's where we are.
Real shit.